on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Come out and be a part of this celebration as we continue the tradition that's back to God.
Good morning, radio friends. This is John Hope coming to you with another segment of the Back to Gospel program. And once again, Back to Gospel is the monthly gospel program which showcases our very own local talent, local choirs, local quartets, local praise teams. We do it on the second Sunday of each and every month. We just celebrated our 7th year anniversary, and I am so elated and happy to be before you this morning. Real quickly, I want to send out some very special thank yous to everyone that came out and participated in the 7th year anniversary celebration of the Back to Gospel program. Special thanks off to Deacon Eddie Snell and the spiritual persuaders, to Pastor Hicks and the anointed men of God, to J.B. Reese and Mission Minded for their participation. And of course, Evangelist Corita Simmons and our host group, the Heavenly Stars of Pensacola, which help us celebrate 7 years of good gospel music pertaining, telling about the good news of the gospel. It has been an awesome, awesome ride and event. Now, before I get too far into this program, I want to send out a very special prayer for my pastor. Yes. Those of you who know him, Bishop Cleveland Hackworth, Viola's Men's Apparel, one of our sponsors. He has been in and out of the hospital for the past week, so I'm asking you to submit your prayers. Those of you, those prayer warriors, those that can get a prayer through, send up a supplication for Bishop Hackworth. We're praying for his speedy recovery. We're praying for his strength and his health. All right, now today is second Sunday, and of course, normally the Back to Gospel program will be today at 3 o'clock. However, there will not be a program today, nor in the month of December. We're going to shut down the program for a minute. So I do solicit your prayers as we get through the holiday season and wait to hear what else the Lord has to say and do for us in this program. Now, Back to Gospel has not stopped. Don't get it misconstrued. We have not stopped our activities. As a matter of fact, we just talked about the 7th year anniversary program. We had a hallelujah and wonderful good time in that program. But just recently we went to the women's conference, the Broken Mirror, that was down at the National Guard Armory. We were there with J.B. Reese and Mission Minded. Back to Gospel was on that program. And then this past weekend we were down in Brewton, Alabama at the Civic Center with Melvin Archer and the Sunshine Gospel Singers. And I tell you, that program was, oh my God, it was just truly, truly awesome. We had a hallelujah good time in the Lord. Back to Gospel represented there as well. And then on November the 15th, St. Louis, Missouri, we are on schedule to be at Elation Magazine is honoring servant leaders in the community. And Back to Gospel has been elected to be one of the servant leaders that is getting an honored during that program. And we're praying that God will continue to, but this is a pretty big event for us. I'm thanking God for this type of honor. This is a national magazine that has elected to honor the Back to Gospel program, and we thank God for it. Everything that's been coming forth. We're continuing to make music. We're continuing to produce. We're continuing to be on programs here locally. We're still on iTunes. We're still on 7 Digital. We're still on Reverb Nation. We're still out there. As a matter of fact, we're in the studio right now with new music that's getting ready to come out. As a matter of fact, Mr. Hill, give me that next selection that's on there. Nope, the next one.
Pensacola, get ready. It's Back to Gospel with their 7th year.
There we go, there we go.
wobble and it don't fall down. It won't fall down, man, it can't fall down. You see my faith don't wobble, wobble, and it don't fall down. It won't fall down, man, it can't fall down. So asking shall be given, ain't no time for no hoping. Knock, 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 and the doors they shall be open. You got to seek and you shall find. So shout it, get the looking. They live by bread alone. Don't you smell what he cooking? Don't start to word of things, man, the words are disappointing. The call his holy name, and the Lord will anoint you. The Jesus Christ your King, and the world will avoid you. Put your mind on death's thing, the devil will destroy you. Prayer honors God, but worry lifts the devil. So put in God's hands. It's cool to another level. You got to seek ye first his kingdom and all his righteousness. And other things will come to you. In other words, we bless. Take your 6 cents, man, we always gotta use it. The blood of Jesus saves us, don't you waver and abuse it. Always be a soldier, don't you cater to no hater. Let Jesus bind them demons, cause he your mediator. Be you stand fast, unmovable, and always abound. Remember that the power of Jehovah is astounding. The Lord your God is with you, so baby, don't you frown. Your faith won't wobble, wobble, and it won't fall down. Your faith won't wobble, wobble, and it won't fall down.
That's some new music coming out from Brother John Walker, again on the Back to Gospel label. Eddie Snell, I see your head in there bouncing back and forth. I see you bouncing. And one of the beautiful things that I love about this is, because I'm not a big gospel rap fan. That's not my forte. But I say this all the time. The reason that God has so many different types of ministries is because T.D. Jakes can't reach everybody. Okay, Creflo Dollar can't reach everybody. Okay, and it takes the difference in the variety of ministry to reach all the people. Okay, now that song there may move some of the younger folks, whereas I could stand in front of them all day long and wouldn't be able to get a word across to anything that they want to say. And I say this all the time, that music is a ministry unto itself. It's going to take the word to save you. It's going to take the word to keep you. But you got to have something that's going to draw you to the word. And that's what music does. And that's why it is so important for us to be able to diversify in this ministry and in this music. Now, again, that's Brother John Walker, a member of our Glorious Holiness Church. With his gospel rap, he's got 2 singles out right now. We'll continually produce more music for him. We're in the studio. Back to Gospel is working. We have not shut down. We are steady working. We're on schedule to be on different programs here in Pensacola and out of the city. So we're just doing what the Lord has for us to do, because we're spreading the good news of the gospel through music. That's what we do. We're spreading the good news of the gospel through music, because you got somebody told me one time that one of the songs that I wrote is the song that helps get them through the day. Do you know how much of a blessing that is to me, to know that something that I produce is ministering to somebody in a special way? Because you never know what your testimony or your commitment to music will do for somebody. And I thank God for the blessings that He's blessed upon little old John Hope of Pensacola, because I'm a nobody. I love that song that says I'm a nobody, trying to tell somebody, anybody, about somebody who can save everybody. And I thank God for everything that He's done. I thank God for WRNE radio station, Mr. Robert Hill. Mr. Snow is not in the booth today, and we miss him, so we send our prayers and supplication for whatever's going on with Mr. Snow. And we solicit prayers for all the sick and shut in. Okay? We solicit prayers for those, because in the Tillman ministry they was talking about Thanksgiving. This is the month that we recognize Thanksgiving for this nation. So we have to understand that a lot of times holidays are some of the most stressful times for some people. So we solicit prayers, submit prayers for those that are going through right now. Speaking of Thanksgiving, let me get this one out before I be and forget it. Thanksgiving Day dinners. Glorious Holiness Church, 1014 Northeast Street, where the pastor is none other than Bishop Cleveland Hackworth. and First Lady Viola Happer, we will be providing dinners to the public at no charge on Thanksgiving Day. Okay, so if you come by the church and want to pick up a plate, or you want to sit down and eat with us there at the church, we're giving away free dinners Thanksgiving Day, starting at 11 o'clock until we just run out of food. We're going to be there providing dinners. Back to Gospel will be on that scene as well. Some people don't know, but Back to Gospel's got a pretty good cook in the house, so we're gonna be there as well. So if you're on Thanksgiving Day, if you don't have the means to fix a meal, we encourage you to come out. Again, this is absolutely no charge. All you got to do is show up, and we will have food provided for you. Of course, we're cooking turkeys, and it's gonna be just a great day in the Lord. All right. Before I get up out of here, I want to say good morning to the guests that we have in the studio. Coming off the Tillman Ministry Program, we got Minister Madeline Tillman. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank God for you. I thank God for what you're doing in the community. I thank God for your shepherd that's over you, because I thank God for them pouring into your life and causing you to go out and do what God has given you to do, and that their hands continue to be upon you, and our prayers are with you always.
Amen, amen. I'm surprised she hadn't told me to say something about my wife, because it must be because I'm in the wrong seat this morning. Okay. Also, we got Minister Tillman from Tillman Ministry and Showtime Auto Center.
Hey, good morning, John. I also want to make an announcement. November the 24th, which is a Sunday, we're going to be giving away the Thanksgiving baskets at the church. So if you need a Thanksgiving basket, amen, New Dimension Christian Center, they're going to be doing it on the 24th after church, giving away Thanksgiving baskets.
Amen. 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 We're having a good time in the studio this morning. I see Brother Eddie Snell is in the house this morning. I was so excited to see him when I walk in. We're going to talk about real quickly. He's got the Gospel Soul Bowl coming up on January the 4th. I know that's going to be at Inglewood, where the pastor's none other than Pastor, is it Larry Watson Jr.? Is the pastor there. So I want to mention that. Again, it gives me an opportunity to tell Deacon Snell personally, thank you so much for the Back to Gospel 7-year anniversary. Man, you guys came in there and showed out. Mr. Hill, they showed out. They as my grandma used to say, they came in there and cut up. Okay, they came in there and cut up. We had a hallelujah good time on the 7-year anniversary, and I thank you for your participation, and I thank you for your support, and all that you did to make that program the success that it was, because it was an overwhelming success. Again, to Mr. Robert Hill, WRNE, we thank you for your support. Our time is up, so we're going to tell you to just be blessed and be thankful during this season.
Yes.